What's happening? What to do, my people? So back to talk about another episode of The Shy. So this is The Shy, season 3, episode 8, FRUNCHROOM. That's the name of it. It don't make no sense to me. I'm gonna have to look that word up, see what the definition of FRUNCHROOM is, man. But this one right here ain't gonna be no fancy editing or anything. To be honest, we've watched The Shy for these 3 seasons and stuff. This whole season is led to last episode. And this episode right here is probably the most boring episode that has ever aired on The Shy. The whole episode takes place just inside Kiesha and Kevin's house, or Nina's house, Dre's house, inside their apartment. That is the whole episode. And I'm saying boring. I'm not saying it's whack. I'm not saying it's whack. There's a lot placed inside of this, but it's just not a typical episode of The Shy. It's very somber. It's very real. It's very heart-touching. It's diving into a lot of different subjects. Basically trauma and how people deal with it and stuff. So Kiesha, she has been through a vast ordeal, a major trauma. So she is just kind of like stuck in the house. She don't want to do nothing. She don't want to bother with anybody. It's weighing on everybody else. Everybody else is kind of like, everybody is on eggshells and stuff. It's like the mama is, Nina is like, leave her alone. Dre is like, she needs help. Don't push her. Kevin is like, when is everything gonna be back to normal and stuff? Kiesha is in a room. She's chilling. She got some scissors, and she's very traumatized. She don't want to wash her ass. Like, she just goes in the bathroom and runs the water and looks in the mirror. She don't even wash her ass. Like, not to be funny or something, but it's true in the episode. She don't want to wash her ass. What else? Now, something that caught my attention. Like, that was kind of like, it wasn't funny or something, but it's just like, She puts, at the beginning of the episode, she locks herself in a room. She grabs her chair and she puts it under the door. But it's a rolling chair on like a hardwood floor. I don't know if I'm the sharpest knife in the drawer. I don't think that's gonna work. I think you you would need like a chair, like a steady chair that you can lean and put under the door. But a rolling chair, I think if somebody tried to open the door, I think it would just roll. That's my assumptions. I need to try it out and see. I need to get me a rolling chair to put it. I don't think that's gonna work. But man, in this episode, everybody is just beefing, man. Dre and Nina and Kiesha and Kevin, they all are at it, man. They can't get along. Kiesha is holding so much in. It really doesn't get exciting pretty much until Jada and Emmett finally visit. She don't open up to nobody but Emmett. Emmett goes in there and he goes talk to Kevin and them, and he trying to like pry around and just get his feelers out, like how she doing and stuff. Like, he really cares for her, man. Like, they have history, but it's like their relationship, it wasn't for them like to be in love or whatever, but they have like a deep love to each other because they know who each other is. It's like, I know Kiesha a freak, but you was my girl. And Emmett, I know your ass trifling, but you was my nigga. So it's like, we cool. So they just get along. And so when he finally goes and knocks at the door and he's like, Kiesha, and he hugs, I was kind of like nervous. I'm like maybe she gonna like push him off and like not want to be touched by anybody or be like, but she embraces Emmett and she grabs him and pulls him in the room, and it's like, this charming ass nigga, man. This nigga charming as hell. So even the mom in them, this nigga. So she finally talks about her situation and stuff. Her other friend tried, like her little homegirl came. Dre invited her. and it wasn't a good situation, cause she like, why did you say this about me and stuff? It's like she went through this. It is like nobody. It's kind of like people thought she deserved it, or something, because she was wilding out in the streets, and so people didn't really like want to have her back, because they like, I don't want to look a fool, because maybe that's an old ex-boyfriend or something, or this and that, and she used to walk around half naked, and you don't know what she was doing, and like she felt betrayed by people. But it kind of hurt her own self that she put herself in those situations. And but her and Kevin, her and Emmett talk, and they do have good conversation, and that's a good part of the episode, man. Like, just to see her kind of come out of her shell a little bit, and him divulge a little bit of his stuff. She like, something wrong, something wrong. So he says that he cheated, and she like, nigga, you got to get it together. And he kind of like, I wish we would have stayed together, because this would have never happened. This ain't about you. And I'm glad we're not together, because you be cheating on me with some chick that you work with. So that was funny. But he finally gets out of the room. He gets her to eat some of the food. And she like, yeah, that hoe can cook. Yeah, she go. And it looked like it's going to be good. But then Papa comes out. And Papa is high from a secondhand contact. And so Papa is, here's the money from your the person that abducted you. I had a lot of tips from him. Here's the tips. And she like, I don't want that nigga money. Like, what is? And then it just, everything goes downhill from there, man. And everybody is tripping. Everybody's tripping. They all fussing. Kevin is throwing a tantrum, and he's kind of like, I always had to lie for you. You was always doing this, and he kind of throws it out there like you deserved it, or something in that realm, because you were out here thinking you were grown, and that hurts her. And he even divulged that they had packed up your room. They had packed up your room and everything. They didn't think you was coming back. Everybody thought you was dead and stuff, and that hurts. Like Kevin, he was dead wrong for that. He was dead wrong for that. I know he's a teen, and everybody wants it kind of to be back to normal, but she went through hell. That girl went through hell and back, like multiple times, man. Nobody can understand what she went through. And it was a good moment when Jada went talk to her and stuff, and Jada tells her about things that happened in her life and how that affected her. And basically what everybody is telling her is, you can't be defined by this. You're going to have to pull yourself out of it at some point. Like, I know it's trauma and stuff, but you can't wallow in it forever. And my favorite part of the episode was whenever Ronnie came. I don't know why, because I've loved Ronnie in the seasons. I've hated Ronnie. I've been disappointed in Ronnie. I tease Ronnie every episode whenever he starts talking and stuff. Well, yeah, you gave my life purpose, because I made my grandma promise that I would find you. And so I was out here in these streets, Kiesha. So I always clown Ronnie. But whenever they introduced Ronnie in the episode and Ronnie knocked on the door and stuff, I don't know. I want the ball. I want to just, look, Ronnie, he coming to the. And so he talked, and she like, did I have to kill him or something? You had to do what you had to do. And she feels bad it's haunting her, because killing somebody, even though he deserved it, but I guess it's like in her psyche, it's like, man, I've never killed anybody, but I could imagine how traumatizing that would be. And Ronnie has been through that. Ronnie killed somebody, and I killed somebody, and I see his face every day. But you just gotta promise me, don't drown your sorrows in brown liquor. I'm not Ronnie. I'm not. And Kiesha also finds out early in the episode. She finds out, she like, I can't wait to leave Chicago. She lost a scholarship because they thought she was dead, so they gave her scholarship away. She lost that. She going through so much, but I'm glad that Ronnie came. I'm glad Emmett came talk to her. I'm glad Jada. everybody showed her a lot of love and tried their best, except for Kevin. Like Kevin, he just being young and being selfish and stuff. Like he had so much love for her sister, and he was out there in these streets. He like, I almost got my head blown off for you because we went to the whole house and crack house and everything looking for you. Cause she is fast. That she like, y'all, I was right up the street. Y'all couldn't find me and this and that. But nobody have X-ray vision, could see through walls and stuff, man. But it's like, it's just pointing fingers everywhere, man. It's a lot of dysfunction this episode. I kind of want to see what's up with Tiff and Emmett and stuff. I want to see what's happening with the rest of the cast in these streets and everything. But this episode, it was just in this one apartment. And it was a lot that happened to a certain extent, but it's all just dealing with Kiesha and stuff. We happy to have Kiesha back in the cast and stuff, but yeah, this episode right here was kind of like a filler episode. It was like a big PSA, like as far as like just going into the mind of somebody who's traumatized and seeing how they deal with it and stuff. But like, I think they could have put together a regular episode around this, cause I still would like to see like Trig and them, what they doing. I would like to see Ronnie, what his days have been like afterwards, after he was in the hospital, and what is he doing now? Where is he about to stay? And this and that, like Duda running for mayor, and they got a lot else I would like to see. But we got Kiesha back. We got a little bit of answers, and at the end of the episode, she does kind of pick herself up finally to try to get her life back together. Oh, and then she burnt all her whole clothes in the tub. But I'm like, you just ruined the tub. You ruined the tub. You burn it in like a porcelain. I guess that's what the tub is made out of. Porcelain. I would think it would start melting or something. It would ruin it. She ruined the tub. I don't think they have in that house. It's a one bathroom house because everybody always fighting for that bathroom. She ruined the tub. That's all I can think of is you ruined the tub. God damn. But anyways, it was an alright episode, but to be honest, it was the